Hello. How are you all? Hey, baby. Okay, so the last time I was sat in this room, I was talking about my manifestations and where it come from and how I've been able to manifest since I was 5 years old. I had noted on there that I actually made a bit of a boo-boo because I turned around and said that I started pole back in 2008, and that's actually wrong. I started learning pole dancing, fitness, in 2018. And I was actually 39 when I think I first wrote that. I'm now 41. So obviously we were a couple of years on. And I need to update you as to what's going on in my life. As you can see, not much has changed in my room. Still the same furniture. Not much has changed there. But I did also want to come back and tell you how my manifestations has changed. So as I came in, you did notice that I had a book in my hand. That book, this book, has everything that I've manifested in the past. I thought someone was coming in. In the past, since 2018, my dog's on the way in. That's what it is. 2 seconds. I'll go and grab Hides a minute. Come on, in you come. Come on. Good girl. Okay. So let's get back on track. So 2018, I started scribing in this book. In this book, I have put that what I would like to do. And one of them is to actually start blogging about my life, which I have recently started doing. I'm going to be honest, this is going to be a little bit of a video, okay? So I don't want to go no more than like a quarter of an hour at most if I can, but we'll see. Okay, so obviously I have actually started, I done a recording the other day from when I started at it was 1986 on my 5th birthday, and my gran started asking me that question. If you've watched the previous video of this manifestation, which you can go back through and see, I talk about that. So I'm going to start doing like an autobiography. I'm going to bring it out in the later on. Okay, there is other things that I have done that is actually started coming true now. It's absolutely insane. Okay, so first one. State why I want to start a poll, which I obviously, again, in the manifestation, I started poll. Right, so I'm going to actually go back and I'm going to actually tell you the real reason and what actually happened in my life. So I got to 17 and I'd met this man, and he wasn't a very nice person. Started off really nice, you know, was lovely, basically drawed me in. I thought he was going to be the one. And within the relationship, about 6 months in, by the time I'd got to know this person, I don't want to say his name because it's not fair. I know he's obviously married and has a family now, and he's obviously moved on, and I say Hono Popo to him. If anybody wants to look at that, look it up. Hono Popo. Okay, it means I love you, please forgive me, I'm sorry, thank you. So I understand that we were both in a very vicious relationship towards each other, and I suffered from bad domestic violence and abuse in that relationship, and rape, and lost a child. And that was 7 years of hell. Bearing in mind, I take part of the blame, okay? I'm going to take part of the blame. Once I realised that of healing later on, that obviously helped me, okay? But put that aside, like we've obviously both got our separate lives now, moved on. So when I obviously left that person, I've now met Ant, which is obviously my husband. And although Ant come at a bit of a really difficult time for me, because I still hadn't healed massively from my previous relationship. I'd literally come out of one and then just jumped into another relationship. So, and was like my knight in shining armor, basically. I've literally swished me off my feet, and it's been amazing. And obviously we got a house, we had 2 children, we got married, and we had a bit of difficulty because obviously I suffered also from my postnatal depression. I was also on antidepressants as well, so my life wasn't the greatest at that stage, and I needed time to heal. And I never really healed. And I wouldn't have said I healed until I started pole, really. But what had happened after my second son, I had a cesarean with Tate, and me and Aunt had a really tough time because he was also doing my other job. So he was covering my self-employment job of collecting, as well as doing his job as well. I don't enjoy that job. That's gone. So yeah, we basically, Ant was doing over 50 hours a week, and he'd come home to a screaming baby, and also the house a mess because I was trying to deal with 2 children. I've also had a cesarean. I couldn't really move properly. I wasn't happy in myself. I wasn't getting the loving from him. I was having to do, I don't cope very well as being a parent. You know, I have actually struggled in the past. You know, and I'd admittedly say that, you know, not all women are set to be maternal. You know, and I believe that being a parent has been one of the hardest jobs for me as a whole. My kids are fantastic. I love them so much. They are amazing. I can't, you know, fault them. They are brilliant. But babies, for me, I just didn't cope very well, and I had to go on sertraline. And then one day, within like, I think it's 3 months after having Tate, Aunt said to me, "You want to divorce me?" And that was the nail that switched for me, because I was like, do you know what? I'll never rely on any man ever again. I'll never have anything that I want to rely on. So I then started trying to do online businesses. Didn't work. I tried Jeunesse. Didn't work. I tried cleaning businesses. I tried so many different things. It just didn't work for me. And I knew that wasn't the direction I wanted to go. You know, I don't enjoy none of those things. It's not my passion. Okay, passion for me is dancing. That's where my spark's always been from a child. So from when I was little and I was doing ballet, that's when the spark, that's where the passion for me holds. So when Tate got to 2, because obviously I tried these different businesses within these couple of years, nothing never worked. Tate got to 2, I was still, me and Aunt was okay, kind of got through our bad period of, you know, postnatal, and Aunt also had depression as well, quite badly, because within these few years of also having our children, Aunt sadly lost his mum, and I don't think Aunt's really healed from that either. So we both had to go. We both were on antidepressants because we were both quite bad, had bad depression. And then 2018, I then started to go to pole at 360 in Bedminster. Fantastic teacher, really breaks down the moves, brilliant. So I would say if you're a woman and you want to try and feel stronger, you know, and you want to feel better about yourself and not worry about what foods you eat, you know, what you're up to, and weights and things, just use your body weight and go and research your closest pole studio near you. Just put in to Google pole, or on Facebook or wherever, pole studios near me, and you will find a studio that's close to you. Obviously this is my new business, Pole Access Fitness. Anyway, just thought I had that in there. So coming back to things. So where did I get to? Yeah, okay, so me and Anne had a bad rough ride. I started pole in 2018. I wasn't happy with my body. Like I said, I'd had a cesarean. I'd also had a hole-in-one with Kayla. So I had a really bad birth with both kids. And my body just wasn't me anymore. And I'd kind of become this robot of being a housewife, kids, and work, doing the horrible job I'm doing. And So I got to 5 months and I finally be able to climb the pole. It took me 5 months to climb that pole. It took me a while. That was one of my goals that I set. So what I started doing is I started writing in this. And literally I wrote goals and pole tricks I wanted to achieve, right? So as I go through this book of the conditioning I wrote down, look at this, see, look, practice as apprentice to butterfly, tick, train Superman, tick, teddy bear, tick, holly drop, tick, laybacks, tick, jade, tick, climb overs, tick, what's this, leg hook, I can do all of that anyway, spin leg thread, okay, that one I've still got to work on. I probably could do it, but I haven't tried it for a few years now. Over splits. Now, you've watched my journey. You've seen me get my splits. I have got my over splits as well. Actually, I need to go back to doing them because I've gone a bit slacked, but I know I can go back easily. I could only split on one leg when I first started pole. One leg. I now can do all 4 splits because I choose to train them. Whilst lockdown hit, that was my best time for me, because whilst everybody was sat around drinking or smoking weed or whatever they were planning on doing, or, you know, whatever was going on within their home, me decided to get off my ass and have a routine and train daily. That's what I done. I trained daily because I wanted to change my life. I wanted to change what I was doing. I did not want to do the work anymore. I did not, because also those people that I work for aren't exactly the nicest of people either. So I will not be spoken to in the way that people speak to me. No more. I know my worth. So I decided I wanted to be an instructor, and that's exactly what I did. So I decided that I was going to become a pole dancing instructor, which was incredible, and I did. And in the August of 21, I'd passed my beginner's course. Then in the February of 22, which was earlier this year, I'd passed my intermediate course. I am going to do my advanced course very soon as well. I have to save up some more money for that though. Then in the March, I had everything started coming out of my control because I'd written all this information down, and I have no idea what happened, but things literally just started to fall in my lap. Literally, I'd met this incredible woman, Shannon, who has got this drive, is driven to me. She is my wing mate, helps me with my R-Axis pole business. So, okay, currently she can't teach, but she's very, very good at what she does. So she sorts out all the admin stuff, the advertising. She sorts out all the banking. She deals with all the other bits of the business, whereas I deal with the apparatus, the teaching side of things. I'm looking at the clothing range. We both have halves on everything, so we both agree and disagree. We're very good, and obviously I get the bits coming in. She's like yes or no. We both talk about things. It's brilliant. We have got an amazing bond, and I knew the moment I met her that I had a click with this woman. I have a knowing. I don't know what it is, but I have a knowing of knowing things that are good for me and which aren't good for me. And then, like I said, in the March, everything's just started to fall in my lap. So the business started taking off. I also wrote in that book that I wanted to be on a TV show, which is quite incredible. And I'm trying to find it. I've also got a radio show. I haven't done a radio yet. I say yet, okay. I also want to do competitions, okay. I'm going to enter some competitions. I am going to enter some competitions. I probably won't, not just yet, but I probably will maybe next year. Maybe, I don't know. But I've got do a ballet routine, contemporary, exotic. I also want to do bar work. I want to show that. I also want to do stuff online. So it's like, I want to be able to do classes online and show people online, or record, buy recordings and people can buy them off me. So it's like I've got so many ideas that I've got going on in my head right now. that where I am literally, and I've written it all down in here. It is incredible. I just like, and also look, how am I going to achieve my goals? So you need to be putting something, if you're looking to manifest things in your life, you have to scribe them, you have to write them down, and you have to set the goals that's reasonable, okay? But also, how are you going to achieve them? How are you going to get to that level that you want to be? So you have to think about what you want to achieve. Where else have I got? I still need to find this. What was it about France? Go to France. Oh, and go to Dorian's pole studio. I'd love to do that as a mini break. Never know. Watch this space. Haven't done it yet, but that doesn't mean I haven't. But it says something about loads of different things that I want to achieve. Traveling the world. Going to Disney World, Florida. Originally, I know I will eventually one day. I don't know, because obviously the time scale, because obviously with the universe, it doesn't give you an exact time scale when things happen. It just falls into place at the right time. It's just incredible. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'll go back to in here. So in here, I did write down that I want to be on a TV show, and I have recently done a TV show. I obviously can't go into much detail about it, but I have recently done it, which is incredible. And these are things, this is like a drawing meditation as to what I'd done. And I was there, I was just thinking of things. Also numbers that come into my head is like 0944, 111, 444, 888. I've seen a lot of 888s and 777, 333s at the moment. I've seen a lot of those, which means that you're on the right vibration. So yeah, it's incredible. Like, where have I got? Like, I've got love my husband, renewal, rebirth child, where we get Kayla's birthday, forever unique, Seema's inspirations, Tanya Barsley. So these people are inspirationals to me as well, because these women are very powerful women, powerful, strong women. And I love that about powerful women. I've recently been collaborating with a lady called Andrea Callanan. And I'm hoping she's going to be able to push me forward in the right direction as well, as to what I need for my business, because she helps women who want to build their businesses. She helps them to be able to get their business off the ground. So it's just, again, another person that's just ended up that I've attracted, and vice versa, because she believes in the law of attraction like me, which is incredible. Yeah, so there is absolutely. Also, I want to go into the property development later on. If things take off, then yeah, I would love to be able to go in the property. See, look at this. This is when I was starting out the pole thing, when I was trying to think of names for the pole. I had Pole Fitness Gym. That was originally it. And obviously then my mum come out. This is how we come about the axis part. My mum come out one day and she went, because I had like Rainbow Dragons pole, or Bristol Monkeys pole, aerials, you know, I had loads of it. And then I said to my mum, I said, do you know what, it just ain't sitting right, I can't think of it. But I wanted this axe, but I also wanted to keep it gender neutral, because pole is for everybody. It is not just for females, it is for men and women and even children alike, you know, so it's for everybody. And I wanted to keep it gender neutral. And when my mum said to me, oh Tash, how about the axis, like you know, the world spins on the axis, I was like, Mum, that's an amazing idea, brilliant. Went back to Shannon and said, what do you think? She was like, yeah, Tash, that's an awesome idea. And then obviously we both come up with this, and I am so in love with it. You would not believe how passionate I am about this stuff. Okay, so yeah, Joe Vitale is another one that obviously I follow. If you need some ideas, he talks about the Ho'oponopono ritual. I don't know, is that what you call it? Is that the right word for it? I want to say, I don't know. I wouldn't call it. No, I don't know. But anyway, I use Ho'oponopono as well, and it just kind of makes you feel good. Where's my cat gone? Oh, he's disappeared. And eventually, it's like another thing I've got in here is there's obviously been a lot of things in my past that has affected me quite a lot. And obviously domestic violence is one of the things that comes up, and I would love to donate to them eventually, a charity for that. Also the homeless, because I feel that homeless needs, you know, they need donations as well. Dementia, my nan died of dementia and my gran died of cancer, so those two things was obviously close to me too. So there is loads of things in this diary or book or whatever you want to call it, this scribing book that I've written down, that has everything in there, even down to, I don't know, but get sponsored by a pole company, you know, or get a sponsorship somehow. That hasn't happened yet, but that could happen very soon, because obviously there is talks of different things. Start my own pole brand. You know, I want to express and get some clothing involved, even lingerie. You know, I think I want to be able to have my own lingerie line. So there is absolutely loads of things I want to achieve and do, that I've got ideas of, that I want to express and put out there. What have I got? Go to Vegas, of course. Who wouldn't want to go Vegas? Vegas, visit Paris, Disneyland Paris, go to Canada. I'd love to go to Canada. Also, that's the other thing, I love ice skating. As some of you know, I've posted some vids of ice skating. My daughter loves ice skating. So yeah, we all like to do these activities. Well, Aunt don't actually. Only just me and my kids like to do these activities. So yeah, it's so cool. I love it. It just literally, it's just bizarre, and it's like I've seen it, all of this, before it actually happened. So I've seen it, wrote it down, and it's just literally the puzzles just fitting together. It's really bizarre. It's like having a knowing that nobody else has got as well, which is incredible. I feel really quite remarkable that I've got all this information in here, and it's just literally taken off. Yeah, so eventually, if things kick off financially, I would love to be able to also invest in property later on. So that's another route I would like to go, especially this place. I'd like to be able to rent this place out and then buy another property and receive passive income. So that is another thing that I'm looking to do. So I've done 22 minutes, which I've been waffling on about me. I'd love people's feedback. Please like and share, and yeah, and subscribe if you can, and then you can see other updates that I post and put onto my system. I'm always trying to help people mentally as well, so if there's anything you would like to talk about, message me. I'm also on Instagram and on Facebook. So yeah, those other things, by all means, message me and we'll see how we go. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful Sunday, whatever you're doing, and I will catch up with you soon. Take care all. Bye.